My opinion. Sorry, guys. The video cut off once again, really pissing me off. My opinion is that the writer is heavily influenced by Adventures in Babysitting. I think that it's like his favorite movie or one of his favorite movies, and he just really wanted to make a movie with the spirit of that and have a lot of fun callbacks to it. If he was legitimately copying it, then there's an issue. Because I'd like to point out that the writer of this movie, his only other movie is a spin-off to Doctor Dolittle called Doctor Dolittle Tale to the Chief. And so there you go. What do you think about those similarities, Sophie?
Okay, I acknowledge it might be a little bit similar, but it doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the movie for me.
Well, I'm not saying it does.
I really liked it, and I don't care. That's it.
That's mean.
Well, listen.
God, Sophie.
A movie, what is a movie supposed to do? I guess it depends on who makes it.
There's a lot of similarities.
Obviously, this is to entertain.
Stacked up.
And as far as that agenda line, fake news, well, that's
no,
just...
I didn't say that was an agenda. I just said it was dated.
Well, yeah, it is. It's for 2018.
Well, that's stupid.
So it's just 2 words.
There's 2 more parts of the movie that were political. I can't remember though.
Well, it must not have been that big of a deal. You can't remember.
Well, I was thinking about the positive parts about the movie. Sophie.
Well, anyway, it didn't take away enjoyment, and I was sicker than a dog. Now, of course, now I'm back to having a problem again, coughing, and it was nice to have something fun and happy to watch when you're feeling so awful. And that's why I like those good Hallmark movies, is because there's something that make you feel better, if only for a few moments or for an hour or the length of time that it takes to watch the movie. And that's, to me, that's a good thing. It's nice to feel good when you're watching something and not have to worry or about people getting killed or animals getting killed.
Well, I was sicker than a dog, and I watched this movie, and it was nice to watch it. I really enjoyed Kurt Russell, but overall, it didn't make me feel better. But then I watched The Big Lebowski 11 times last week, and that made me feel better when I watched it.
Well, they say, I read that that this is the most watched Kurt Russell film he's ever made of all time, which is really interesting.
It's not my favorite Kurt Russell film.
Well, I think the thing is, there weren't any. I think there was like one other, like a Grinch animated movie that came out. I was asking Marco about it today because I haven't heard anything.
Oh yeah,
about
no,
it.
Oh god, that one's horrible.
Well,
people hate it.
So basically, other than like Hallmark or maybe Lifetime or Ion or some of these other people, this is the only really good Christmas movie or only
recently.
Christmas movie that came out. And it came out on Netflix, and a lot of people watched it.
It's better than the Christmas Trend.
And you can, oh yeah, and you could watch it with your family, and of all ages. So I think that was nice too. And I know that matters more to some people, but still, I mean, it's just when you feel so awful.
What about the title? Is something that we need to discuss, though.
Well,
the title sucks.
We don't like the title, and we were trying to figure out today why it was titled that way. And the thing is, she had her video camera the whole time, and
I pointed that out too.
And yes, and she recorded everything that happened.
She chronicled it.
Yeah, but they never say they never say that in the movie unless it was in a deleted scene or something.
A
But
deleted
they
scene.
never say that in the movie. So you're thinking, what are they talking about? The Christmas Chronicles.
It sounded like a very corny title to me.
Well, we just think the title could be something
It
better.
sounded like almost like a random title, like the person who wrote the title hasn't even watched the movie.
Well, I just think they didn't know what to call it, but I don't think that would have been.
I would call it Adventures in Santa City.
I wouldn't.
Or something about a deadline. The movie's heavily focused on a deadline, so something about that.
Okay, well, maybe we should give it our.
Yeah, we should give it our rating. What's your rating, Sophie?
Well, one thing that was figured edible, that was figured prominently in the movie, besides cookies, which I've already handed out cookies to another movie that I watched. I'll give it another edible thing that was featured was candy canes. So I'll give it a whole pile of candy canes, which means that I really liked it. It was fun. It was good. And I guess I have one question though. Do reindeer, they really let them eat candy canes?
I don't think so. Sophie.
Because they did show, but I don't know if it was
Sophie.
an animated thing or not. They did show reindeer eating a candy cane.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to look that up. I used to work for a poison hotline for animals.
Oh, no.
So I've never heard of anybody giving their pet a candy cane. Just other things that made them extremely sick and dying. So, anyway, that's it for me. And what about you, Marco? What did you rate it?
I'm not sure about this one. On all of these, I come up with the rating and I kind of think about it. But first, I'd like to also say, I forgot to say that another problem I have with this movie in terms of the writing is that there's a lot of predictable elements to it, such as the fact that the kid steals cars, so that means he's going to have to steal a car later. And then a reindeer eat candy canes. Oh, okay, so that means that the candy canes are going to be used to get the reindeer on her side later. So things like that, it was very predictable in the way that there would be something that happens and you would know that it would come back. Especially the thing where Santa Claus tells the little brother, your father is inside of you. I knew that meant that, if he gets the ornament, he'll be able to see his father in the ornament. I knew that would be the case. So I'm going to go ahead and give this movie, I changed my mind. I'm going to give this movie a little plate of cookie dough, and by cookie dough I mean sugar cookie dough from Otis Spunkmeyer, a couple of little balls with some sprinkles on top, and then on the side some chocolate chips that I can put inside the sugar cookie dough, because that's what it felt like, this movie. It felt, the chocolate chips represent Kurt Russell, and the sugar cookie dough represents the very predictable and kind of mediocre script. And if the script did not have Kurt Russell, then the movie would have sucked. So the sugar cookie dough would not have been good without the chocolate chips. So there you go. What do you think about that, Sophie?
That's fine.
Do you understand my rating?
Sure. You rate it whatever you like.
I gave it sugar cookie dough, chocolate chips on the side.
Well, that's something that you really like, that's sweet and tastes good, so.
No, I don't like sugar cookies, though. because
Yeah,
they're
but you
very
like
plain.
You like the dough.
I like cookie dough a lot, but I do not like sugar cookies. I think they're very plain and boring, and that's what the script was to this movie. But chocolate chips I really like. I have chocolate chip pancakes every Sunday, so.
Okay.
And also, I'm announcing on this video that I am going to redo the Oscars in my own little video by myself. Since Safi doesn't really watch movies very much in terms of new releases, I figured I would do it. And half of it is movies that I've watched, and half of it is things that other people told me. Because I think that a big thing about the Oscars is that it's not the rewards and who they give the rewards to, it's not relatable to a lot of people. And I want to see if I can come up with a better list of winners and a better list of losers, because you can nominate whoever the F you want. So there you go. Safi didn't even know about that yet. Safi.
Okay, well, we better sign off now. I can't really talk anymore.
Okay.
My throat is turning into a wasteland.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.